everybody! Welcome to DVSI Entertainment's eSpot Live. Uh, Hi, I am not Ellie. I am stepping in for Ellie today. For those who don't know who I am Hannah, aka Pandamental, or DVS Pandamental, and when I'm modding in the chat. Just stepping in for her tonight. Work was exhausting, so I told her to make sure that she got rested, and I would be more than willing to step in for her for today. So everybody send Ellie or Elevated some love in the chat. Let's hope she's getting the rest she deserves, because she is fantastic and works hard and deserves it. To those of you who are new coming into the show, eSpot Live is our entertainment news show. Happens twice a week, every Monday and Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. East Pacific Time. Sorry. I'm very tired. My brain is not doing as well myself, but we're playing the feud. If you're a Game Grumps fan, you know what that means. So I'm going to start with a couple disclaimers, kind of taking from Ellie's thing as well. I don't host the show often. So, like how music's just now kicking in, I had it ready and I should have started it way sooner than I did, and I didn't, but here we are. My internet is not the best, so there may be some skipped frames, but audio should be coming in just fine. If that's not the case, please let me know in the chat. Trying to think of what else. I think that was it disclaimer-wise, but there is one thing I need real quick. So I'm just going to go on my account so I can get it. Ha ha ha. But yes, DVSI Entertainment, we use Nightbot, because who doesn't use Nightbot? Unless you're like a partnered streamer with Twitch. We're just an affiliate account. But, yeah. Whoops, sorry. Now computer's deciding to be a butt. Alright, but anyway. We're here, we're hanging out, we're having a good day. It is Thursday. That means it is almost Friday, and it is almost the weekend. So, hey. Before I get into the topics we had planned out for today's episode, I feel the need to kind of backtrack on... Hi, Ellie! I'm here, but the video won't load. I literally just went over that disclaimer with my internet being butt. I heard thunder outside. So I'm honestly surprised that I haven't had a power outage yet. Hey, Wolf! But before we go into the actual topics, I want to backtrack on a topic that actually, Ellie, I had you cover in a very recent episode of eSpot Live regarding Tekken Cross Street Fighter. About the project being dead. According to Katsuhiro Harada, he has come out and said that his words were actually mistranslated instead. So brain catch up. He's clarified that the subtitles were mistranslated and the project is still remaining in the quote pending stage. So, for those of you who are waiting for Tekken Cross Street Fighter like myself, because one, I can't play Street Fighter, I hate their controls. I like the characters, don't get me wrong, but the Street Fighter controls and the combos I cannot do. I can't do fighting game combos to begin with, but But to those of you who, like myself, were waiting for Tekken Cross Street Fighter, we are still waiting. They haven't officially killed the project yet. The real translation, in his words, should have been up to 30% of the development was in progress, but now it is still pending. He added that this means that the project hasn't changed its status, and acknowledges that it's not a nice thing for us and for you to keep us waiting. Yeah, I mean, at this point, you might as well just kill the project. In my honest opinion, we've been waiting on it for so long. So, as a Tekken fan, I'd say it's better off dead. Let me catch back up on the chat. Panda, it loaded. Yay, yay, Ellie can see my face. I didn't put anything on because I took a nap. And I woke up like 20 minutes before the show. Woo, depression. Wolf, thank you for the 8 months at tier 2. Wow. Wowzers. uh, you can tell this isn't my stream. Because I wouldn't say wowzers. But seriously, Wolf, thank you so much for the support. We at DVSI Entertainment sincerely appreciate it. I didn't know that you were tier 2 up until after E3, my dude. Thank you. That blows my mind. Because you're paying more. You're paying more than I pay for our own channel. But seriously, though, thank you. We're going to try and get some more emotes in. I just can't art. So I gotta talk with our artists about getting more emotes in for the channel. Probably some last shot ones. Oh, and Ellie says I'm gorgeous. Thank you. I'm not nearly as great. Okay. Anyway, we're gonna catch the slow train because that's my brain and my camera's not focusing. That's cool. Need caffeine. We're gonna actually start the topics now. Woo! Okay. So, to those of you who aren't a fan of Sonic the Hedgehog, or just flat out don't care, unlike myself, I'm a lifelong Sonic fan. I've been playing his game since I was a wee little baby. So he's been a big part of my life. Yesterday was his birthday. Officially, Sonic the Hedgehog's 30th anniversary was yesterday, June 23rd. Sega did the Sonic's 30th Symphony thing. And oh my god, it was phenomenal. I cried a little bit. And then I screamed a little bit when Nate Wants to Battle appeared to sing some of the songs, especially Escape from the City, from my favorite Sonic game ever. Okay, sorry. Back on track. But Sega has more plans for the Blue Blur. So, like I said, yesterday was the Free-Spirited Hedgehog's birthday. So, I mean, come on. We gotta start the show with them. Kazuyuki Hoshino, one of the lead designers and the current art director for Sega and the Sonic the Hedgehog series, has seemingly revealed that the Blue Blur is going to make his debut as a VTuber. You know, I'm kind of here for it, though. But anyway, to those of you who don't know what a VTuber is, I know Ellie, we both have covered them in the past, but a VTuber is a tuber or content creator who uses a digital avatar of some kind to take the place of a normal person on a webcam. And they've exploded in popularity over the last year, especially here in the West. Because we have... so now we have Sonic, but originally we had Pokimane, whatever. I forget how to say her name. Sorry. But she had one... Code Miko is a really popular one from what I've been told. Now they're now a VTuber's hosting G4 when they restart. It's kind of bonkers. But yeah, and now we have Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm kind of here for it. I get Amy, and Sega doesn't sue me for it. Let's go. But anyway, Sega is going to play on that popularity as it continues to celebrate Sonic's 30th anniversary. The news comes from known Japanese publication insider Ryo Kutia 2098. I'm probably... Oh my gosh, it's been too long since I've taken Japanese language in any kind as a class. Who tends to post early information from Famitsu and Weekly Shonen/V Jump. These details are also dropping ahead of the 30th anniversary column that will be releasing on Famitsu next month and release on June 24th, so would have come out today. In the column, Hoshino reportedly says that Sonic is, quote, being converted into a VTuber and is being prepared for a new project, end quote. This is being done to coincide with the new distribution program and because, quote, there has never been real-time communication with Sonic, end quote. Ryukutia's I'm glad this is the last time I have to say it. His early details show that Sonic's VP of Development, Takashi Iizuka, will speak a bit on the new title from the franchise being developed for 2022. That's the one that you saw at the end of the Sonic Central that was officially Sonic Team. Woo! Hoshino mentioned also that the team wants to open a Sonic the Hedgehog theme park in the future, but no information has been released outside of that. So, one, Sonic theme park. Hell yeah. I want to go. I'll go in a Sonic onesie if it means I can go. Sonic the Hedgehog Twitter. Sega, if you're listening, hi. Let's collaborate. Who said that? Anyway, gonna mosey on back to the chat. Wolf says, I love you guys and can make some for y'all pro bono. Oh, you don't have to make emotes for that, Wolf. For us, Wolf. I appreciate that. Maybe our Discord, because we need more stuff there, too. Cough, cough, join our Discord. I'll drop the link in a second after I catch up. It's gonna be mine. I freeze up on camera until I get to use it and thrive and chat as a communicate incognito. Hey, you could do a lot with VTubers. I have seen some crazy stuff. Remember the whole hot tub debacle that's kind of still happening? Somebody did a VTuber in a hot tub. It's the new meta. I'm kind of here for it. I should make a Rodney avatar become a VTuber. Not really, that would be terrifying. Yo, Ellie. You should do it. You should do it. Oh, and thank you, Ellie, for dropping the Discord link. No, but for real, though. A Rodney VTuber would be kind of interesting. I like the idea. I have a few Duck Person Abbeys you guys could take a look at. Maybe. We'll come back to that. Eventually. Maybe. I might lose power here soon. If I disappear, it's not going to be on purpose. Aww. It's okay, Ellie. You stay safe, though. That's all that matters. Because I'm kind of thinking the same thing's going to happen to me as well. Sonic theme park. For Ellie, I volunteers tribute. Ellie, you and I are going to go together. We'll be the first two in line. Screaming live and learn in the lines. I'll be the one singing the Sonic songs. Either good or bad, who knows. But I'm excited to find out about what'll happen with it. And then hit me up on Discord. It's part of what I do. I don't mind showing support. Plus, if I did, it would just be free advertising the collab. All I would ask is just point out where they come from if anybody asks. Okay. Oh, and then Ellie just says yes to us being in the line together. We'll talk. We'll talk, Ellie. And then taking over the Sonic theme park. I'm here for it. we need to get the onesies. That's the first step. One of these days I'll show up to the studio or on a stream in a Sonic themed onesie. Nobody's gonna know what to do. I hope nobody from leadership's watching right now. I'm gonna get a message saying yes, we did. And because I'm so good at transitions, we're gonna hop over to Square Enix, specifically Marvel Avengers, specifically the last update they just put out. Hey, if you stream that game, or if you enjoy that game, I wouldn't play it for a little bit. Just a heads up. Oh my god, Nini in the chat, hey! And now we have Ellie and Wolf in the chat arguing about which onesies we're all gonna wear. Just give me Sonic, I'll be fine. But anyway, back to it. If you play Marvel's Avengers, you probably saw that they just got their 1.8.0 update. So they added new content, they fixed some bugs, and they also brought a new bug into it. A very dangerous bug. This bug displays the player's IP on screen during gameplay their IP address, which is really, really, really bad considering this is an online multiplayer game. So, heads up, if you are somebody who doesn't stream or just plays for fun, this bug isn't a big deal for you. But still, be careful and take this bug into precaution. But for content creators, Twitch streamers, YouTubers, what have you, you're gonna get doxxed. Don't do it. Like if Flat says, with IP, publishing your IP is basically inviting every bad actor on the internet to come mess with you. Hackers can hack into you use your IP to find out your location and then attack your network directly and causing you to mess up. Even if they're unable to penetrate into the network, they could still send a flood of data to your IP, and it could cause you to lose connection to the servers. And if you're leaving in the middle of a game, it could also cause you to be banned from the game from leaving in the middle of it, which isn't good anyway. But sorry, I lost my place while going over all that. But depending on the network and the service provider, an IP address could potentially lead to a physical address. So, to put it simply, Crystal Dynamics could easily put people in danger. So, yeah, that's fun. They're aware of the issue, too. Although, like, hopefully they're working on fixing it as I speak, if they haven't done so already. Hopefully they realize the seriousness in this situation. But the bug calls, has people's IPs addresses just as a floating string of text. So, it really doesn't do much if you don't understand what it is. But to those who are tech savvy, unlike myself, and can figure that out, you might be in trouble. Don't play it. Just saying. They're doing their best. They literally just put out a tweet like later in the day after the update was released saying, please refrain from streaming our game for now if you're experiencing the bug. We will update this with update when this issue has been resolved. So far, it looks like the majority of users actually going through this issue are on the PlayStation. So it looks like it's only one section of anywhere else that could play this game. So for the Xbox players, the PC players on Steam, it looks like it's generally affecting PlayStation. So it still shouldn't happen in the first place. Just saying. But anyway, anyone else playing on Xbox or Steam, please be on the lookout for this possible bug on your end as well. Along with that, privacy bug, update 1.8.0 also includes a new villain sector where you'll beat the snot out of the Supreme Scientist to get back the Cosmic Cube in a villain fight unlike any other. The update also sets the stage for the Comic Threat event, which will arrive on June 24th and run until July 9th. So that started today, actually. The Cosmic Threat event will have players scout the world's various threat sectors while being imbued with cosmic energy, quote-unquote. That's kind of all they said. Actually, let me go ahead. I'm going to hop on Twitter real fast. So let's see if Crystal Dynamics actually has come up with an update about this. So they have not. I'm mostly seeing... So the last tweet I'm seeing is the one regarding the Black Panther expansion and then the Cosmic Cube event. So I actually don't see anything regarding the bug. I don't know if that's good or bad. But I'm going to check the official game Twitter as well. And yeah, I'm not... Oh, wait. This was yesterday, let me see, at 12:11 p.m. Patch 1.8b has been published and fixes the issue that was occurring on PS5 where sensitive information was displayed on screen. PlayStation 5 players are now safe to stream the game. So it doesn't say if it also affected PlayStation 4 players. Okay, so from the looks of the tweet, it was literally just PlayStation 5. But according to Crystal Dynamics, PlayStation 5 players, you are good to go, but I would highly still consider proceeding with caution, just in case. Or doubly making sure your game's updated before you go live on your streaming platform of choice. That's scary. That is really scary. Whew. But on the bright side, as soon as they caught the issue, they went out and warned them. So, can't say anything about how they didn't try. Gonna catch back up on the chat. It looks like we have the answer to the whole Sonic onesie where Wolf's gonna do Knuckles. That's fine. I'm gearing up to do a stream. I have a full PC setup, local network secured, made a few surprises for hackers. Oh, okay. For a bargain for a backward horse. Then Ellie said, at least they're being honest about it and warning people about this issue. And then we got G-Man in the chat. How you doing, G-Man? And then and then G-Man, Wolf's warning G-Man about the feds. But on the bright side, we're good to go. Or PlayStation 5 players are good on that game. So kind of sticking with Marvel, we're going to move on into Spider-Man, specifically the comics, specifically Miles Morales. I don't know why I'm using specifically so much today, like it actually makes a difference. But they actually just announced or revealed a special variant cover where Miles Morales actually has a suit in the color palette of Captain America. So, like, he's suiting up as the Captain. In comics, guys. I could talk. But yeah, I'm personally super stoked about this. I'm just saying specifically, woohoo! But, excuse me, kind of still going on about it. Miles Morales' Spider-Man is suiting up as Captain America on a special Captain America 80th anniversary variant cover from Ivan Coelho this July. This cover has Miles wearing Captain America's shield. It also has him in a costume that pays homage to Captain America, as well as Miles' Puerto Rican heritage, as it is designed after the United States territory's flag. This is one of several Captain America 80th anniversary variant covers that we will see various Marvel heroes paying tribute to the Captain. These heroes include Spider-Woman, Iron Man, and also Moon Knight. Ooh, Iron Man. I'm excited to see what his would be. Miles Morales' Spider-Man number 28 by Saladin Ahmed and Carmen Nunez Carnero features the conclusion to Miles' clone saga. The solicitation text teases that this will be the, quote, most heart-wrenching comic of the year. Part of the magic of telling Marvel stories is not just the sense that these characters occupy the same universe, but they exist across generations. Ahmed had said this to IGN about the story earlier this year. He also says putting up a newer superstar character through some of the same paces a superhero legend went through gives us all sort of insight into what Miles, into what makes Miles, as well as what makes him Spider-Man. So Miles is celebrating the Cap's birthday in July, and Marvel will also go on to celebrate Miles' 10th anniversary in August. So literally one thing right after the other. For the anniversary, Marvel Comics is releasing Miles Morales Marvel Tale number 1, collecting Miles' first appearance in Ultimate Fallout number 4 and Ultimate Comics Spider-Man number 1 through 5, and a single collection for $7.99, probably like just a paperback with all of them together, which I think is pretty cool. In September, Miles Morales will appear in the 10th anniversary variants offered with Marvel's other releases. The publisher will also put out an oversized installment of Miles Morales, Spider-Man, and a facsimile edition of Ultimate Fallout number 4, Miles Morales, Spider-Man number 28, goes on sale near the end of July on July 21st. Um, I actually did manage to get the official solicitation text, so I'm just going to read it for you guys real quick. They wanted it in all caps. I can't all caps voice right now. But it says, the Clone Saga reaches its cataclysmic collision. Selim was cloned and raised to be the perfect super soldier for hire. Miles has trouble just getting to class on time. Same. Selim's scruples are also vastly different than Miles, so Miles' family is in horrific danger. You do not want to miss the most heart-wrenching comic of the year. Also, I feel like that's an overdone thing. Well, cloning, yes, is a little overdone, but if you do it well, it doesn't seem as dumb. Taking the original character's name, flipping it backwards, and giving it to the clone, that's a little much. Like, I was typing up everything last night, and I put it in, and I was like, wait a minute. I know it's not just because I'm tired. I had to do a double take. I like clone stories if they're done right. But flipping the guy's name so that it's just literally backwards, you can't. I mean, they already did it. It's too late. But you shouldn't. That's such a thing that shouldn't be done, to be honest. I that's the thing I hate about it. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna move on. I'll go back to the chat. And Ellie said that it looks freaking awesome. And then Wolf says the radioactive spider did that, plus him being places he should not go. Yeah. I mean, that's every Spider-Man, I feel like. Any iteration of it. I'm a clone, and this is my clone. Enoch. Oh, I hate it. Thanks, Ellie. But, like, let's say in particular they take a superhero with my name, Hannah. My name's a palindrome. It's the same forwards and backwards. No, I'm not one of the bad Hannahs that doesn't have an H at the end of the name. You stop it. I have the H, okay? But let's say I'm a superhero and they make a clone of me. They can't just flip my name. The only thing they'd be able to do is go, oh, this is Anna. Evil clone. Now, if it were a Hannah without the H, that'd be the evil clone. I said what I said. I might have been a clone or his test tube baby, not the same thing. I would say no, not the same, but that's just me. I can't say I know for sure. Okay, so we have another topic that I was intrigued in, to be honest. I'm not a big WWE fan. I know, terrible. I'm in Florida, and I don't like WWE. Whoo. I also don't like pirates. I broke a lot of hearts that day when I said that to people. But anyway. So, how do I transition into this? I mean, I'll just come right out and say it. There's going to be a live stream for D&D, and WWE Superstars are going to be playing D&D, which I think is super cool. Because they're like the last people I'd expect to actually play this nerdy game. Yes, it's nerdy. I don't care what you say, but it's wonderful. I love Dungeons and Dragons. I haven't played at all during this pandemic, and I'm so sad. But anyway. So there's going to be a new D&D live on G4 coming up. I think they said next month. There's going to be a few WWE superstars jumping into the ring. Haha. The players for this upcoming D&D live session are going to be Ember Moon, Mace, and Xavier Woods. They're going to be going into the Chaos Carnival. I think that's the name of the campaign. And Abria Langar? You can tell I don't know wrestling. Or WWE, sorry. But Abria is the dungeon master, and Ember Moon, Mace, and Xavier Woods are going to be playing. But it's not so strange to see these names pop up for D&D Live, actually. I actually found this out while doing the research, but they all have their own personal history with D&D and the game itself, including being in the books, which I didn't know about, but that was kind of cool. But it's going to be kicking off on July 16th and 17th. Abria said, "It's no coincidence that the storyline I have prepared for WWE Superstars include high-flying attractions and wildly dangerous stakes. Each player at the table lost something precious to them at the Chaos Carnival years ago. Can they unravel the secrets below the big top before they become the next main attraction? The WWE Superstars are teaming up to do some good in the world, joining up to raise money for Connor's Cure charity." Connor's Cure is a cancer research charity organization that the WWE actually within the organization had created for Connor, hence the name, as he battles or as he goes through and battles cancer, but all the proceeds go in helping children going through cancer like him, which is a really cool thing. They did state that if you actually cannot make the show, you can go through the website for Connor's Cancer Cure and donate outside of the show as well. This charity, oh yeah, there it is right there. This charity initiative was inspired by Connor McCallick, an 8-year-old WWE superfan that battled a rare form of cancer with, I'm going to say this so wrong, but bear with me, medulloblastoma. Close enough. But D&D Live, that episode in particular, you'll be able to catch it on Peacock and the Twitch and YouTube channels for G4 TV and Dungeons and Dragons. So there's going to be lots of platforms for you to check this out. Again, July 16th and 17th. I may catch it if I'm not busy at the time. It sounds interesting. I love watching people play D&D because it reminds me of when I got to play D&D. And Ellie says that's WWE I could get behind. WWE D&D. I kind of like that. WWE D&D. I hope they make that like into the logo or something. That's kind of cool. I mean, it does take skill to do what they do in the choreography. Yeah, that's true. I do need to give these guys more credit than I actually give them. They do good work. And actually doing everything they do. I don't watch it. I've never watched a match in my life. But I've been around so many people who love it. Like my family, or like I have family members. I worked with a lot of people. I currently work with people who enjoy it. But I don't know. It's just never been a thing for me. But, it is what it is. But, with that being said, guys, speaking of which, I saw earlier, Wicked Me hosting a weekly D&D game on Twitch and YouTube. Ooh. Alright, and I am back just in time for Nightbot to tell you guys to check out Awoken. For those of you who have not checked out our game yet, Awoken is our early access horror game. You play as Alan Mason as he explores the terrors of Mount Moira Hospital in hopes of finding out what happened to his missing family members, mostly his sister. when you buy Awoken Chapter 1 of Reverie on Steam at $29.99, you also get access to the full version that we are releasing in November. Please keep in mind, of course, the game is in early access, but our development team at Before the Storm, a subsidiary of DVSI Entertainment, is hard at work around the clock to make the game as perfect as it can be. I don't do spooky games. It scared me. I played the game and I couldn't move. I was too scared. If you like spooky, Awoken Chapter 1 of Reverie is going to be right up your alley. But while you're at it, also, you should add our other game, Last Shot, to your wish list. Cool? Cool. Why aren't you doing it yet, though? Kidding. I won't pressure you, but seriously, check it out. It's so worth it. And while you're at it, you should follow and subscribe to our Twitch channel. You get a lovely little emote of Rodney. If you've been around, that is Ellie's emotional support duck. If you watched anything with E3, he was there with us as well. Oh. You haven't seen Last Shot? Well, let me fix that for you, my friend. If I can make computer work. We are still developing Last Shot. So it is not playable just yet. Or rather, I love the use of the emotes. But here's the Steam page for Last Shot. It is a... trying to think of the best way to put it. It is a sci-fi variety online multiplayer first-person shooter. We actually have it set up as kind of like a game show. So it's hosted by Spectre473 and Skashgar, the Conqueror of Worlds. So it's kind of a... trying to think of the best way to put it. It's a hero shooter, at least in my eyes. Kind of similar to Overwatch, where you have these big maps. Ronnie emo hashtag worth it. But you have your characters and you have the maps. Right now we have 4 maps, 2 modes, and 2 characters, but we are working on more of everything. I'll see if I can hook you up with a key or something later. Just remind me. But yeah, the game is still being worked on by our team in Before the Storm, but it's going to be essentially a throwback similar to Quake or Unreal Tournament. At least that's the vibe that we all get when we're playing and testing it. It's a lot of fun, but make sure to wishlist it. Okay, back to the topics at hand, because I was originally just gonna roll right back into D&D, but then Nightbot did its job. But backtracking, like we didn't just talk about the games, even though talking about the games is important, we're gonna go back to D&D, specifically Critical Role. Yes, I know. You can't. I heard a chorus, a heavenly choir in my head when I mentioned Critical Role. For those of you who don't know what Critical Role is, it is a D&D Twitch stream with famous and well-known anime and video game voice actors. You have Sam Riegel, you have Liam O'Brien, Ashley Johnson, Taliesin Jaffe, Marisha Ray, Travis Willingham, Laura Bailey, Marisha Ray, and Matt Mercer as the DM. It's beautiful. But kind of going back to that. So Critical Role has a huge fandom, like crazy huge fandom. They actually also just finished their second campaign. They announced that they were working on an animated show, which is what this topic's going to be about. So Critical Role has unveiled the first official character art of its main cast for the upcoming animated series, The Legend of Vox Machina, while also announcing the lead designer behind their looks. In a new behind-the-scenes featurette, Critical Role has announced that Phil Barassa, I may have said that wrong, and I am very sorry if you are somehow watching this, the lead character designer on Young Justice, amazing show, and many WB animated films, has joined the production crew as lead character designer for the Critical Role animated series, set for debut on Amazon Prime Video. Alongside the announcement, a group shot of Vox Machina from the Amazon original was unveiled. You can watch the full featurette on the series being produced by Big Mouse Studio Petit Mouse for more insight into Barassa's designs, and the Critical Role cast and Titmouse's excitement in having Barassa join the production. While we still currently don't have a release date, The Legend of Vox Machina is set to debut soon on Amazon Prime Video, and will star, of course, the Critical Role cast like I mentioned before. Laura Bailey, Taliesin Jaffe, Ashley Johnson, Liam O'Brien, Matt Mercer, Marisha Ray, Sam Riegel, and Travis Willingham. Yay! As they reprise the roles for the live-stream tabletop role-playing game series. The Legend of Vox Machina was originally intended to be an animated special, but the record-breaking Kickstarter fundraiser grew so large that the special also grew into an animated series, which was later picked up by Amazon Prime. IGN spoke with some of the Critical Role cast about the Kickstarter press's success and their excitement about adapting the campaign, and pretty much everyone just went on about how it's a huge thankful for their fans, and maybe we'll get campaign 2. Maybe we'll get the Mighty Nine. Or whatever campaign 3 will be. I'm so excited for campaign 3. Because, I'll be honest, I've kind of am in and out of everything. I don't know everything that happened, but I know a lot of the big moments during campaign 2. Jester's my baby. I love her so much. But campaign 3, whatever it is, I'm gonna be in for the beginning. And Ellie is very excited that I'm mentioning Critical Role. Oh, sorry, got a dip. I have to finish updates from the new hardware and C drive is sent to the SSD drive. Best of luck, Wolf. Cause that went over my brain. I don't know what you just said. That looked like gibberish to me. As I tell everybody, when it comes to my streaming and how that works, I'm the personality and the software messer arounder. My partner, on the other hand, is all the tech stuff. He does everything else. I just press live. But yeah, he's wonderful. Anyway, that was not as classy as I wanted it to be. But you know what? It's cool. So, I have no transition for this next topic. I just want to let you guys know I have no transitions for the last of the topics. But they were just way too interesting for me to not put in. So, we're going to start with Epic Games. They actually just released a couple free services for developers. Probably for developers who use Unreal Engine, but still, it's a really cool thing nonetheless that I wanted to talk about. But I'll just get right into it. Epic Games is launching a free voice chat and an anti-cheat service, 2 separate services, I should say, that developers can implement in their games. The company announced actually just on Tuesday, so just the other day. They'll be offered as part of the studio's Epic Online Services suite, which is available to use with any game engine, and supports Windows, Mac, Linux, PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, iOS, and Android. So that opens up new things. But anyway. The new voice chat service is cross-platform. It supports both one-on-one and party chat in lobbies and during in-game matches. When using the service, voice data is relayed through Epic's back-end servers, and the technology handles all the scaling and quality of service features. Epic says this technology has already been integrated and battle-tested in Fortnite, which provides some assurance that it can handle millions of players at once. Alongside voice chat, Epic Online Services is also adding support for an easy anti-cheat, a service designed to root out and boot cheaters from online games. Easy Anti-Cheat has previously been available for third-party developers to license for their games, but now is free as part of the Epic Online Services and should allow many more developers to make use of it. Epic argues anti-cheat software like this is increasingly important as games offer cross-play between PCs and other platforms, since cheating software is often more readily available on PC. Accurate. Like other anti-cheat software, Easy Anti-Cheat can occasionally cause issues for non-cheaters and label innocent software as malicious. So it's far from a perfect solution. But with cheating still plaguing many of the world's biggest games, it's hard to argue against developers for having another tool in their arsenal. Epic is including both services as part of its Epic Online Services suite, which isn't tied to its own game engine or storefront. In a frequently asked questions page on its website, the company says that it offers the services for free, quote, with the goal of encouraging wider adoption of all of Epic's offerings, end quote, and to build a bigger cross-platform account base for the company and its partners. So, Unity? Because that'd be kind of cool. I love the fact that they're doing this, honestly. Anti-cheat software is so important. Like, one of the games that I play, I guess, well, I don't want to say religiously, because it has been a little bit since I played, but Dead by Daylight. It actually has, I don't know if it's the same one, but it does have an anti-cheat set up in the game. And I haven't seen anybody cheat. I just assume anybody who uses the killer perk barbecue and chili cheats, but that's just because it's so overpowered and ridiculous. But that's a whole other thing for me to get into. I'll keep you guys here for like another hour about Dead by Daylight. Play it, it's good. I think it's on sale right now. So, again, remember how I said I don't have a transition? But this made me really hungry, or this next topic made me a bit hungry for a certain treat. Who likes Pop-Tarts? I do. Obviously. You know who else does? Jerry Seinfeld. Yeah, I know. I told you. No transition. But we're playing the feud. We're here. So Netflix has given the green light to comedian Jerry Seinfeld to direct, produce, and star in a film about the invention of the Pop-Tart. Yeah. And we got Midnight Dynamite in the chat. How you doing, Midnight? Boss man? I don't know. I call everybody boss. Don't mind me. Well, except for Ellie. I haven't come up with something for Ellie yet. But hope you're having a good night. Oh, right. But yeah. Jerry Seinfeld and Pop-Tarts. I know. I wrote the script and I still can't wrap my head around it, guys. Seinfeld forever altered the sitcom genre in the 1990s thanks to the long-running success of Seinfeld. Personally, I like the show a lot. But, anyway. The series' signature brand of humor was perfected by Seinfeld's character, who is essentially an exaggerated version of himself. Seinfeld is considered by many to be one of the best TV shows of all time, and much of it is still hilarious today. Seinfeld's on-screen experience since the 90s has stand-up specials, aside from the B-movie. Remember the B-movie? You like jazz? Which he produced, wrote, and voice acted in. While B-movie wasn't exactly the critical success DreamWorks had hoped for, it showed Seinfeld's ability to take an off-the-wall idea and run with it. And, made some pretty good memes out of it, too. Even if it did include a few too many B puns and distracting plot holes. Seinfeld also has a history with Netflix. Actually, since when the streaming service picked up his interview series, Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee. He also has released a handful of stand-up specials, including 23 Hours and Jerry Before Seinfeld with the streaming giant. Seinfeld is headed back to Hollywood for an upcoming Netflix film about the creation of Pop-Tarts, which was actually, this was first reported by Deadline. It's going to be called Unfrosted. Uh, Seinfeld co-wrote the comedy with Spike Verstein and Barry Marder, and it's inspired by a joke Seinfeld has told throughout his stand-up comedy sets about the significance of the snack's creation had on the world. The auction surrounding Unfrosted lasted for several days, with Netflix coming up on top and securing a deal. Production is set to begin in spring of 2022. Little details currently are known about the plot, aside from its origins in Seinfeld's joke. In the bit, Seinfeld recalls his childhood years when his world was forever altered thanks to the breakfast item. He then poses the question, how did they know that there would be a need for a frosted, fruit-filled, heated rectangle in the same shape as the box it comes in, and with the same nutrition as the box it comes in? It's clear that Seinfeld has a knack for going all in on movies with plot lines that are a bit outrageous and off the wall, but his brand of comedy allows him to do so. While fans wait to see what Unfrosted has in store, they can gear up by rewatching old Seinfeld episodes once they make their way to Netflix later this year. Cough, cough, shameless plug. They actually received they reached a deal in 2019 to obtain the streaming rights after it left Hulu this month. Or as it leaves Hulu this month. Yeah. Either way, expect to do a Seinfeld marathon in September. I might. It's my birthday month. Seinfeld's one of my favorite shows. I may just do that. But yeah, Unfrosted. I kind of dig it. I love Pop-Tarts. I mean, again, no surprise. But I'm excited to see what this is going to be. Is it going to be a how it's made, but with like a little bit of sticky humor in it? Like, I'm excited to find out. But we have until 2022. But I can wait. Good things come to those who wait. And so we have one more topic. This next topic is one I'm super duper duper stoked about. Actually, a few of us in DVSI Entertainment were as well. Because a lot of us are huge Xbox fans. And, yeah. One of my favorite series for the Xbox was Gears of War. Created by the wonderful Cliff Bleszinski. Cliffy B, if you're watching this, we all love you. Just gonna catch back up on the chat real quick, because I did see a message pop up. It makes me think of the movie The Founder. Oh yeah! I didn't watch that one, but I heard it was really good. A lot of my friends watched it, and they said they really liked it. I wanted to watch it, but every opportunity I had, something came up and it took away my chance. Even then, lately, I've kind of noticed I'm not as big into movies as I used to be. Unless they're animated. I can watch animated movies, no problem, but I can't watch, like, I don't know, it's weird. Michael Keaton is awesome. I love Michael Keaton. Alright, I have to watch it now. I gotta find time. We're gonna find time, and I'm gonna watch it. But anyway, backpedaling a wee bit back on to the final topic. For those of you who play Xbox, play Gears of War, you know who I mean when I say Cliffy B. Cliff Bleszinski, who was the veteran designer behind the first 3 Gears of War games and projects from his studio, Boss Key Productions. He is actually working on a brand new but unannounced IP. He actually confirmed this on Twitter Tuesday. I remember because I was actually working when I saw it, and I freaked out a little bit. A little fangirl moment. It was great. My jaw dropped. I practically clicked on the tweet. I looked up the other two people he was working with. I was trying to figure out what it was and any hints, but they covered their tracks a little too well. I don't know what they're doing. But literally, like I just said, Blazitsky literally gave no other details about this project, including the potential platforms, release window, or genre. But he did confirm he has recruited writer Alex DeCampi and artist Sandy Gerald. Um, Cliff Blazitsky, also known on the internet as Cliffy B. Um, that's kind of just what we all call him. Whether he prefers it or not, it's a little tough to say, but we do anyway. He's actually had a kind of a rough go in the games industry since leaving Epic, and after the third Gears of War game. In April 2014, he left Epic Games in 2012, founded Boss Key Productions in April of 2014, and then launched two titles in that studio. 2017's gravity-defying first-person hero shooter Lawbreakers, and 2018's 80s themed battle royale called Radical Heights. Both games unfortunately failed commercially despite Lawbreakers receiving critical reception, or warm critical reception, I should say, which led to the closing of Boss Key Productions in 2018. This came just 1 month after Radical Heights had launched, so it ended support for both their titles. Blazinski is also known for his work in Unreal and Unreal Tournament, the two 90s shooters that put Epic Games on the map and were responsible for the birth of the Unreal Engine. He also had a hand in other well-known Epic's projects, including the aforementioned, of course, Gears of War series, 2009's Shadow Complex, and 2011's Bulletstorm. He also co-designed a level on Superhot that I found out, which I thought was really neat. But yeah, whatever this project is, I already know I'm here for it. I can't wait to see what it's going to be, because Gears of War, the original trilogy, is one of my favorite series. So I'm personally very excited to see what he has in store. But yeah, that's really all I have today. That's all we had topic-wise. But I didn't do too bad in delivery today, I think. I did better. I think I did better than last time, that's for sure. But then again, y'all made me blush last time. That wasn't fair. You guys were being too nice. But, yeah. Just really about it. Thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. I really appreciate all the love and support that you gave DVSI Entertainment, Dreamfire Games before the storm, especially during E3. Because, holy crap, we were at E3. I still haven't, gotten over that, personally. But yeah, a lot of fun things have happened, and a lot of things are keeping us busy. But we're going to make it. We already made it. Only way to go from here is up. And on behalf of DVSI Entertainment, we can't wait to see what the future holds. Oh, Ellie. I lost the stream, but I'm back in time for the outro. Oh. Sorry, Ellie, I love you. Thank you for... Oh, yeah, of course. I'm more than happy to step in if needed. But everybody show Elevated some love in the chat. I'm actually going to go ahead and plug my channel real fast. So, I'm Pandamental09 and on Twitch, because somebody took Pandamental, so I had to use the numbers, but you know what, it's fine. I'll deal. Maybe I'll just come up with a better name and then change it. Who knows? But, again, thank you guys so much for all of your love and support. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Thank you for... Gosh, everything before to this, leading to this point, everything here now, and everything moving forward. As always, I'm gonna plug the Discord one more time, because we seem to be, that's honestly the best way for you to reach out and interact with anyone within DVSI Entertainment, Before the Storm, or Dreamfire Games. Yeah, that's really all I've got. Either Ellie or I, one of us will, or both of us really, and no matter what, but which one of us is going to be on camera? That's for you to find out on Monday. But no, for real. Come back here Monday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. One of us is going to be on the camera. Of course, both of us will be here. So, either way, you won't be without us. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night and your weekends. Enjoy the time with your loved ones. Love yourself, love others, be kind to those around you, because you never know what the other person's going through. But most importantly, stay devious. Alright, I'll catch you guys next time. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay devious.